It's come to be expected. Next time, don't go to come back just after the rally. Spend another night in Varsha. Come the day after the rally. Maybe there'll be less traffic. Of course, there was an accident earlier on as well, which blocked the routes, but it was cleared. Helicopters having to come to pick up the injured, and we hope that they get well soon. We're moving on to another story. It's Gor Biro. You know those chants of Gor Biro Yauneo, meaning God is coming, open the way for it. They were back at Kasarani as Gor Mahia won the FKF Kenyan Premier League on the very last day, in the very last minute. 4 goals that they scored, the Gor Mahia side, 2-1 against City Stars. City Stars opened the scoring, which of course dampened the spirit of everybody else, and then they scored 4 goals and took the win. Ken, you said they're not going to win. You'll be the one to start.
Let me tell you, Bernard, you know, I respect Gor. At halftime, Tusker were taking this thing, and Gor were 1 down. They went 1 down in the 40th minute. Tusker was taking it at that point. Now, but Gor have this resilience. They have been in this position before, of fighting to the end. You know, the Tusker have been winning it 3, 4, 5 matches to go. You know, they've won the last 2 championships. But Gor always, they like to always put a spanner in the works. And that resilience is the one that took them.
You should never count any team out until the 90th minute.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
You can't say Tusker was taking it in the first half.
Absolutely.
They just were scoring.
Yes, they were scoring. The points, because we were trying to look at both games.
But the points will only be in the 90th minute. So, yes. So Gor Mahia actually won with a record number of points in the Kenyan Premier League. 70 points. No team has ever reached that. So it's a historical
I think it's the second time for Gor to reach 70.
Yeah, you know, mentioning, you know, the points that they were able to achieve. And I think, you know, we have been following these teams, Bernard, you know, since they started. And I think all along, we have been looking at the 2 teams, which one is going to win. And if you remember, even last week when we were debating, we were saying that if they are going to draw, both of them are going to draw who is going to win.
Yeah, we're doing
so, but at least, you know,
for
Gor,
and
I think that, you know, we have got to give Gor, because they were able to get the, you know, the 4 goals from Benson Omala, Peter Loaza, Austin Otiambo, and Alpha Onyango.
Yes.
That is what they were able to give them.
And Omala equaled another record of 26 goals. The Gor Mahia record. The previous record was held by a man called Morris or Sonyi Ocheng. His son actually played previously as well in football. But 26 goals was the maximum. There's Elvis Rupia as well, who's also scored 26, but this is also a Gor Mahia record on the other side. This is how they won it, you know, 70 points, Tusker 69, just 1 point behind them. Police on the other side, 64, together with Zoya Sugar. I think that was won on the goal difference, 35 and 20, so that's the difference. KCB ending in the 4th position. And then Bandari, AFC Leopards in that order. Kakamega Homeboys, Ulinzi Stars, Sofapaka, Kariobangi, Sharks, Posta Rangers, Bidco, Talanta, City Stars, and then we go into the relegation zone. So Mathare United relegated and Vihiga Bullets also relegated. But Gor Mahia will now be playing into the Champions League. Let's go by this same table then and look at what is happening. So at the top, it's the playoff will be the team that was 3rd last. So if we go down right up to the bottom there, Wazito with 29 points were actually the 3rd last. There they are. So out of the 34 matches, they could only manage 29 points. Now, normally the playoff would be between the team that ends up 3rd last and the team that is 3rd in the National Super League. That's what would happen.
Yes.
So in this case then, it means that in this list, then we have to go up to the top of it and find Shabana and Ranga Seals, who have already been promoted. And then we've got Mara Sugar. So it could be Mara Sugar, it could be Migori Youth, because there's 30 and 31 points there. The difference is just 1 point between the two. So even when there was a fight for winning the league, there was also a fight to get this promotion here, Capitano. What do you think will happen in this?
Yeah, because remember that every team here would be fighting to remain, especially, you know, on the league, on the Premier League here in Kenya. Because when you are relegated, you know, it means again you have to start from behind, that becomes a challenge. But you know, we are waiting to see what is going to happen during that time.
Yeah, Migori Youth lost their match, the last match they played, so that has set them back a bit. But they've got a match at hand according to this table. So that means they could just change things a bit here. And I think there's still about 4 to 5 matches to go in this.
2 matches.
It's 2 matches? It can't be 2 matches. If you scroll down a bit, we shall know exactly how many matches are remaining. If you scroll down a bit, right up to the end, then we know there are 19 teams, correct?
Yeah,
that means they should play
36.
38 minus 2.
That, you know, we just, those guys have to just play for the sake of playing. And if you compare, Bernard, you know, look, for example, in South Africa, you know, South Africa is getting almost 800,000 USD, you know, for those who win. 800,000, we are talking about what?
So if you already compared in the leagues.
Million, yeah.
Okay, let's just say, first of all, that they didn't get anything. The women's league winners also got very little. I think they were just getting almost about 7,000 shillings per person if you do the mathematics of all that. And that wasn't right as well. And the question is, why is there no prize money?
But let me just take you back a little and tell you. Gor are a brand. And it is as a result of being a brand that they have gotten the little that they have gotten. You just mentioned the ladies. The ladies didn't get anything.
So you're saying it's well-wishers who've actually given Gor Mahia?
Is Gor well, from what is in the public domain, is that the leader of the opposition gave them a former prime minister. I think he's their patron. He gave them 1.5 million. And then the ICE cabinet secretary for ICT, Mr. Owalo, gave them, I think, 3 million. And then the shirt sponsor, I think, is Mozart gave them 3.5 million. That's 8 million. There's talk that they are going to State House. We don't know. We hope that
okay.
But
let's move on. No.
Just one word. Just one word.
Let's take a look at what the other leagues are offering, and see how much there is. And Captain, you're saying in South Africa, how much is it? $25,000 US?
800,000.
No, 800,000 USD.
800,000.
Is 800? I think it's the richest league in Africa.
Yes, that is the
Southern
richest.
Africa.
Yeah, and even if you look at the Eswatini, you know, I mean, a very small. These are
There
things that you always
800,000. Now that is for South Africa. What about the other places? If you were to look at how much we think they are getting, we have. That is South Africa, Morocco, I think
296,000.
296,000.
US dollars. Remember
That's
is US dollars.
We're talking dollars, yes. Yeah. That's some good money to play for, and I'm sure the coaches also get paid very well.
Nigeria is 216. That's also nice.
That's good money. Now we are talking about the top.
But this, look at this.
Look at Tanzania.
Our neighbor.
Our neighbor. You know, the winner is going home with 209. I think what I want to say, especially about the prize money.
82,000. I think in Eswatini it's
Cameroon.
53,000. Ghana is 26,000. Zambia is 25,000. Uganda is 16,000. And you know, that's a lot of money to give to the winners, which is a good thing. It enhances competition.
It is a very good thing, but you also need to look at the league that pays most. It's a South African league. What do they have that we don't have? One, they have more teams than we do, and then two, they also pay their players well. They have sponsorship.
So what is it they have that we don't have? You just mentioned it.
It is administration.
No, I think they have sponsorship as well. I think
they have a lot of sponsorship.
Yes.
I mean, they own.
This is what was going on.
You know, that is the only.
This is what was going on around online. You know, I mean, like there's nothing they're getting out of it. It's not very fair. So Gor Mahia got something because of well-wishers and all that.
Yeah.
And yes, one last word from you.
Yeah, just one last word. You know, we should not be talking about the prices that as one, the way Ken has put it, that so and so has contributed this. They should be a standard prize money that if any league or any team is playing, they know that, you know, we are gearing up for a certain price. That should be standard.
Yes, I agree, but where is the standard money coming from? That's a question we need to address. Where will the standard money be coming from? We need to talk about this, another conversation altogether. Where do we get the sponsorship from? It seems to be a problem in Kenya. We'll be talking about that in just one while. Meanwhile, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to a very special man, actually a man who has gotten Gor Mahia to win the trophy this season. Jonathan McKinstry will be our guest. He will be here immediately after the news. Please tell me, what's your word for Gor Mahia? I see a lot of comments. Most of them are not very happy that they got nothing out of it. Some people are saying Gor Mahia should just disband and go home if there's no prize money. Some people are saying Gor will continue to dominate continental soccer even without sponsorship. Some people are saying Gor have made a habit of winning anytime they want and losing anytime they want. We'll take more of your comments when we come back.